Good evening, everybody, from our New Jersey studios. Neil Sika back with you. It's weekend 2 of the FBU National Championship. Woo, some doozies this afternoon. We're setting up for regional finals in 3 sites, 7th and 8th grade, and some games that will be remembered for years to come. Maybe the game of the first 2 years of the tournament. Who knows? I think some teams might have something to say about that. But as we start our scoring updates around the country, go to Kansas City. On paper, this matchup was so appetizing. 2 spread offenses. San Antonio, the dream is still alive to get to the Alamo Dome. They beat Team Iowa and their fantastic quarterback receiver hookup, Rocky Lombardi, Oliver Martin. 42-41. Iowa was driving late. This was a seesaw affair. It was 30-27 at the half in favor of San Antonio. They win by a point. Lombardi was still excellent, though. He threw for 5 touchdown passes. Martin had 3 of them. Cameron Baker for San Antonio had 2 rushing touchdowns. They also intercepted a pass, returned it for a score. 42-41. San Antonio moves on to the regional final. They're 1 game away. They'll await the winner of Southeast Louisiana and St. Louis. That game going on right now. Okay. Well, how can we top that? There's a lot of great games. We'll stay in Kansas City. This is a score from earlier, 7th grade. Northwest Louisiana, 34-6 over Wichita. So it's Northwest Louisiana. They'll meet Dallas tomorrow in the 7th grade regional final in Kansas City. Go to Mansfield, Maryland. Man, were they impressive yet again. Last weekend, they took care of business in northern D.C., or Northern Virginia, D.C. area. Here they take care of business in Mansfield, 44-0. They scored on the first play. Anthony McFarland, he had a ball game. Might want to nominate him for Zenith Player of the Day. 3 rushing touchdowns, 225 yards on the ground. By the way, I'm still looking for that Zenith Player of the Day, so nominate him at Twitter, at FBU_NC. So Maryland moves along to the regional final in 8th grade, where they'll play Massachusetts. Massachusetts strong again, 27-0. This is a rematch of the game to go to San Antonio last year when we had a Final 5 and the 40-team format. They will meet now this year to go to San Antonio to get to the Final 4. Massachusetts 27-0. Mike Silva had a rushing TD. Tony Ortega a rushing TD for Massachusetts. They beat Connecticut South, but a nice run for the Southern Connecticut team. 8th grade, here's a one that won't be outdone by that Iowa-San Antonio game. Charlotte, who had this? 12-8 over South Florida. And Charlotte moves on. South Florida beat the defending champs last week, 13-12. Goal line stand for Charlotte defensively late in the game. And then Ladarius Carrington, a 95-yard touchdown with just under a few minutes remaining, put Charlotte ahead. They hold strong mainly because Garrett Gruhl was amazing, 13 tackles defensively. He was outstanding for Charlotte. So they win at 12-8 in Atlanta, and they're going to play North Georgia. 35-6, this North Georgia team. Team Kentucky, who got to San Antonio last year. So that's 2 teams from the 8th grade level a year ago that are out this year. And that's why you love the FBU National Championship. North Georgia 35-6. Williams, a couple of rushing TDs. Sturgill with the receiving TD. That's Jameis Williams, outstanding running back for North Georgia. So that matchup is set for tomorrow. We go out west now. These scores, 1st and 2nd round in our Western Regional, start in Las Vegas. Good little overtime game here. Arizona 30 over Utah 22. They went back and forth. Arizona wins it in overtime. This is the 7th grade bracket. They move on to the 2nd round. Still in Las Vegas, 6th grade score. Colorado beats Las Vegas 20-6. In Portland, up to the Pacific Northwest we go. We were talking on our team preview show about Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho. They had over 250 kids at their tryouts at the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade level. And they're impressive in their first game at the 7th grade level. They beat Chris Miller's Southern Oregon team 32-13 at a first-round game in 7th grade. Same teams in the 6th grade level, and the score a little closer, 15-12. Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho still winning that one in Portland. Now let's head down to California in East Bay in the Bay Area. Sacramento in 6th grade all over Central Valley, 18-0. And then in 7th grade, it's Northern LA, 34-0 over Bay Area. So Northern LA advances to the next round to be played tomorrow. In Westminster, just outside of the Irvine, California area, Westminster High School, Orange County 24-0 over Los Angeles proper. OC defense very strong. They forced 5 turnovers en route to the shutout. Earlier in the day, Orange County's 8th graders won by the same scoreline over Los Angeles. So the 7th grade moves on to the next round. 6th graders, Ventura County, 48-0 over the 6th graders from San Diego. Wesley, a couple of rushing touchdowns there for Ventura County. Other games are up in action right now. There's some good ones going on, but my goodness, what a thriller. San Antonio and Iowa. And then you had Charlotte defeating South Florida, the 2 headline games so far of the day. Facebook.com/National Championship, where you can get your updates. Follow scores all day long on Twitter at FBU_NC, Instagram Football University, YouTube Football University, the site, of course, FBUYouthNationalChampionship.com. I can't wait to watch that San Antonio, Iowa game when it comes up on FBU Field Pass. Games are being uploaded as we speak. There's an amount right now that is available for you, $35. You'll be able to watch the whole field when it's all said and done. FBUtelevision.com is the site, and I know people all across the country are signing up to see these great kids in action. Football University National Championship. What a day so far. Weekend 2, day 1, as we've got regional finalists set, 7th and 8th grade in Mansfield, Ohio. Now they're looking to set it up in Kansas City. Just one game left to be played there and down in Atlanta. And, of course, the Western Regional getting underway. What a great day of football. We'll be back a little bit later on tonight with another scoring update. I'm Neil Sika from our Jersey studios. For the meantime, enjoy your evening.